We have a special look here tonight at Jerry Seinfeld, the man whose self-titled TV show ruled these airwaves for many years. But this is also about the business of Jerry Seinfeld, both his core business and his newest venture, his web series starting its new season, even though there's no real season on the web. He is a man who takes comedy and its manufacturing process very seriously. On a recent Wednesday night, at the end of the night, the crowd at the Gotham Comedy Club in New York had no idea what was about to happen. The leading observational stand-up comic of his time had just parked his car and was heading into the club.
Make some noise, get excited for Jerry Seinfeld, everybody. Give it up.
It's the only way to try out new material on a live audience. Then the good stuff goes on the road with him, as we did to San Jose. Here, he's the headliner, and he does a couple of these every week. And here, we get to see him work. In his dressing room with Sinatra on the stereo, then standing up to practice his stand-up before he goes out. Not one for big introductions, he prefers running in from the wings. And now the most restless man in comedy has started down yet another path. What Seinfeld did for the sitcom, the Junior Mint, and the Puffy shirt, he's now doing for web videos. It's a series that combines his three loves: comedians, in cars, getting coffee.
Your life has been one unbroken boulevard of green lights, hasn't it?
It's basically Jerry interviewing his friends and the people he admires. Fantastically funny people in great cars that he matches to the guest and rents for the day. We were there the day he interviewed Jimmy Fallon, for whom he had chosen a '56 Corvette. It was tricked out with cameras. Then once they were on the road, Jerry spotted the same model car, which triggered an outburst in that Seinfeld voice.
Oh my God! Dude, how does this happen with you? I love this.
The show is about the conversation and the adventure of getting coffee while being funny, because Jerry is fascinated by people who are funny.
I wanted to see if I could capture it and show people, look at this group of people. Aren't they unusual? And isn't it unusual how all these different people who do this thing are all kind of the same? They're the only kind of people that I feel completely relaxed around.
And back to the comedy club, Jerry actually does that. Shows up to do stand-up at clubs all over New York all the time. What are you still doing in Louie's Comedy Club on a Wednesday at midnight? People outside the comedy business will never understand that about you.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's correct. And I wish I had a good answer for you. But I know that that's the healthiest thing I can do.
Is that your batting cage?
Yeah. And this gets to a larger life perspective. If you're more interested in what you have achieved or what your financial position enables you to do, then that thing that got those things, you're screwed. In my opinion, you're screwed.
And that's the thing about Jerry Seinfeld. At age 60, he's still figuring out who he is. For example, in recent years, as he's learned more about autism spectrum disorders, he sees it in himself.
I think on a very drawn-out scale, I think I'm on the spectrum.
Why? What are the markers if I were sitting here analyzing you?
You're never paying attention to the right things. Basic social engagement is really a struggle. I'm very literal. When people talk to me and they use expressions, sometimes I don't know what they're saying. But I don't see it as dysfunctional. I just think of it as an alternate mindset.
We're doing it right. We're doing it right.
Oh my God, this episode's gonna be great. It's gonna be like Jaws.
For now, Jerry Seinfeld is a web producer and in his own way tries to produce everything.
Are you gonna try and put music to this like I do?
You know, really, that's my business. Now you're meddling. Imagine him trying to tell us how to make television.